back with the second video. So for this next video, I chose just a couple different ways to cook eggs. These are pretty simple, straightforward techniques, but just some maybe easier ways that I had learned in school that might be able to help you with your breakfast or brunch. So today I'm choosing a fried egg, or like an over easy, and then I'm going to show you scrambled eggs, and then I'm going to show you a classic French omelet. So I have here what my setup is here. This is my mise en place, everything in its place. So I have my garbage bowl here for when I need to clean out the egg pan. I have three whisked together eggs right here for my omelet. I have two whisked together eggs for my scrambled eggs, and then I just have two whole eggs sitting in this in that mise cup right there. And then just some additional ingredients for the omelet, just a little jar of salsa because my husband's going to actually be eating the omelet, and I asked him ahead of time what he would like in it, and then just some Mexican blend cheese. So then also have salt and pepper over here, as well as a little bit of clarified butter and my nonstick egg pan. So this is the only pan that I use for my eggs here at home. You can choose to use a different one, but I find this one just to be the easiest. So let's get cooking some eggs. All right, guys, so the first egg that we are going to cook today, the first style of eggs that we're going to cook right now is a fried egg, or an over easy. There's obviously varying degrees of doneness when it comes to the yolk, so I'm going to go for over easy today, which means the white part of the egg is set, but then the yolks are nice and runny. There's over medium, so like they're more firm, and then just, a hard fried egg. So waiting for my pan to heat up here. Not quite yet. So again, everything I have over here, just some extra ingredients for my omelet in a little while. I have a towel, which I have just dried off my hands, and as you may or may not know, the first step to cooking anything is to wash your hands, and if you're like me, you've already done that 20 or 30 times today, and it's only just before 1 p.m. So just while the pan is still heating here, I would... a good tip is just to have everything ready. Again, the term mise en place is something that every chef knows, and it is French for everything in its place. That way, while you're in the cooking process, you're not scrambling for something you may have forgotten. You have everything here that you're going to need, and you're just ready to execute whatever dish you're cooking. So I have my plates for when we're finishing. Salt and pepper. Again, all the ingredients ready to go. So. Alright, I think we're just about ready here, so I'm going to add a little bit of the clarified butter into my nonstick pan. Should be more than enough. And I'm going to swirl it around here, try to get all of the surface coated as best as I can. And it's not, because of the surfaces and because of the materials that I'm using, it's not going to coat like the entire pan. It'll kind of run a little bit, but that gives us a good start. So what I want to do now is I want to put a little bit of black pepper in the pan. And that will give one side already good seasoning. I'm not going to add salt yet, and I'll tell you why here in a few minutes. Okay? So let's get this going. Okay, so you can already see immediately the whites are going to start to form. You can kind of coax the edge back in there. And once it starts to set up a little bit more, again, kind of make it the size and shape that you want. I mean, there's not too many different shapes that you can do, but... So my stove right now, this is an induction cooktop. It is on kind of a medium high. And I can adjust according to how things are going in here. So there's many different ways. I'm just kind of showing you the basics. There's many different ways that folks prefer to cook eggs, all the different types. This is just the way that between my professional training and what I like doing at home that works best for me. So add a little bit more black pepper onto the tops here. Now I prefer, as far as regarding salt goes, I prefer to not add it right away to either my scrambled egg mixture or in the pan doing any kind of fried egg, just because the salt will firm up the egg too quickly and it'll make things a little bit tough. So we're almost ready to flip here. Now if you're doing a sunny side up egg, I think the method that I found that works best for me is you get it pretty much to this point and then you can cover it. And so that you let the steam and the moisture that's in the pan will kind of cook the top of the egg. But we're going to do over easy right now. Okay, so I am going to attempt to flip this egg, all fancy like. Don't have to do that at home. You can simply just take a spatula and flip it over. But we're gonna, if you want to try to flip it, it should be because of the fat in the pan, because you're using a non-stick that's in good shape, and because of how much the egg has been cooking, you should be able to flip it yourself. So let's give this a shot. So that works. I don't think that a yolk has broken. So in order to kind of, oh, I do have, no, I think we might be okay. Well, that's good. Otherwise, not like I'm not going to eat it anyway. So this should be pretty well good to go. Now I'm going to take some salt and throw it in the pan there. And now we'll go ahead and plate it up right onto the plate. Let me grab a fork here, see how we did. Okay, so there, if you can see there, get in the right angle here, nice runny yolk. That was still intact. Excellent, got lucky on that one. Haven't been practicing this for a while. Yep, there we go. There's a nice fried egg, or as my kids like to call them, dipping eggs. Okay, so we'll pause for a second. We'll get set up for scrambled eggs. So that was the over easy or fried egg, depending on which degree that you like it cooked. So now we're going to do scrambled eggs. So my pan is still pretty well hot from the previous one. So again, we'll just add some clarified butter. Get it so we're in good shape over here. Okay. And so there are a couple different schools of thought as far as or preferred methods for cooking scrambled eggs. Some people prefer like a lower and slower, which just gradually the eggs will kind of come together and you could just repeatedly fold them over just nice and gently. I prefer the high heat and fast cooking method. So pan's pretty hot right now. Again, I have 2 scrambled eggs right here in this mise cup, and I'm going to add them right now. And then immediately, I'm going to get my spatula, and while you are kind of scrambling and moving around, you're going to scrape and then move the pan in a circular motion. So if you can see here, it's already coming together pretty quickly. So we've got some large curds right now. And what you're looking for, this is an easy way to remember it. What you're looking for with scrambled eggs, small, soft, creamy curds, which is what we have now. And that even might be just a little bit over. So what we have, this is, for me, perfect scrambled eggs, not overdone. And you can even do it, a little bit different if you like them creamier, but for me, this is perfect. Now, we didn't season, because things just kind of went a little bit fast, but easy right now. A little bit of salt. Okay, well, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, maybe some hot sauce, maybe some salsa, and we have scrambled eggs. Okay. So while we're moving right along, what I'm going to do right now is just take a paper towel, or a few of them. Not why I use so many. And again, if your cast iron is in good shape, you should be able to just wipe the egg remnants right out. and just keep going. Okay, so now for our last one, we're going to do a classic French omelet. Okay, so what I have 3 eggs here, and it's going to be kind of a similar, I'm going to turn this down just a hair, similar to scrambled eggs, but we're not just going to scramble them and have them all in one big thing. What we want is all of the egg to kind of coat the bottom of the pan and kind of set up on the bottom where we'll be able to fold it over. So I'll grab my ingredients here so I have quick access to them. So again, I just have like a cheese blend and some salsa. So for our last one, we're going to try to do the classic French omelet. And just the criteria for that, it's a tri-fold omelet. So you have your egg mixture here, and it's folded here, and it's folded here just to form a nice little long kind of cylinder of egg. And then the idea is that it shouldn't have any color on it. So if you are at a hotel and you have you go downstairs for breakfast or brunch and they have an egg station, the most common omelet is probably an American omelet, which generally just folded in half and is able to have a little bit of color on the outside. So, okay, I think our pan is hot enough here. Clarified butter, that might be a little bit too much, but is there ever such thing as too much butter? So, we've got our pan hot, we've got our 3 egg mixture here, and we're going to add this to our nonstick pan. And this is going to be the same kind of technique as scrambled initially. We're gonna stir and swirl our pan at the same time, but at the same time also periodically we're going to scrape down the sides to make sure we have a good solid shape for our omelet. Okay, so again, scramble, swirl, scrape, scramble, swirl, scrape. Okay. And we're already starting to see those small, soft, creamy curds, so that's a good thing. Now again, because this process will go pretty quickly, you want to have everything ready to go. So I have my plate, my seasonings, and my ingredients for the middle of my omelet ready to go. Okay, a few more seconds. We're just about there. Okay, so you see that it's already pretty solidified. It's going to be pretty soft and creamy on the inside, but that'll cook up here pretty quickly. So I'm here now, quickly season. A little salt and pepper. It was not spread out very well, but whatever. Okay, have my Mexican cheese blend here. And because this is a tri-fold omelet, you're going to put your ingredients kind of right down the middle. Okay. So now, yep, we're pretty good to go here. So now we're going to take the one side of our omelet and we're going to gently fold it over halfway onto the middle. And then we are going to take the rest of the omelet and we're going to nudge it over to the side of the pan. And again, because I had everything ready, nudge a little bit more. Because I have everything ready, I'm ready here to do the flip or to attempt to do the flip. So you're just going to take your plate and take your pan. Because it's right near the edge, we're going to flip very quickly. And there we go. Full disclosure, this is the second take. The other one did not flip so well. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my stove. Okay. And now, again, this is not the prettiest shape, but you can see there's very little color on it. And if it doesn't flip exactly perfectly, you can kind of take a paper towel and shape it a little bit better. Okay. Now it should be pretty smooth. It is relatively smooth except for the edges here. And now if you have some like fresh herbs or something, some chives or whatnot, you can kind of sprinkle those on top, make it look very pretty. But other than that, there you go. There's a classic French omelet. So Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful and informative. Next video, I think we'll continue with eggs. We'll try poaching, hard boiling, and I don't know, maybe something else. So anyway, thank you.